to be talking with Emeka Inyama this morning. He's the chairman of Abia Warriors. So tell us what the clubs have done. Have they met? Have they submit anything to LMC to decide what they want to do with the league? Good morning. It's good to have you join us, Chairman.
Thank you, Cecilia. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. And how are you doing?
Yeah, we are locked down by COVID, and we're all alive to the glory of God. That's the most important thing.
Absolutely. Health is most important. Now, CAF, of course, this evening we should know, the action plans of most of the leagues across Africa. We've talked about some countries that have decided to outrightly cancel their league and, of course, have representative for the CAF Champions League and CAF Confederations Cup. For Nigeria, the last time LMC chairman had him on the show, he talked about government and the health ministry. They're the ones they will be looking up to decide what we're going to do. The clubs in Nigeria, for instance, do you guys have action plan? Have you submitted anything to LMC on what you want the league to be?
The last time we had an engagement through a virtual meeting, where majority of the clubs were in attendance. And what was important was to appreciate the fact that COVID-19 is not peculiar to Nigeria. Our league appears to be one of the ones that were even late to have joined in stoppage of the matches. We reviewed the situation and felt that the clubs are ready to play. The clubs are ready to finish the season eagerly. Remember that the last time, during the last World Cup, it happened. We didn't want it to happen again. But at the end of the day, everything is going to depend on the government. COVID-19 is not an amateur picnic matter. It's not a matter for the Minister of Sports alone. It's a matter for the federal government of Nigeria in trying to protect its citizens to decide when the league should resume. So for CAF and the deadline, it has to go with the fact that we are waiting for government order in giving us the go-ahead to start. The same thing in English Premiership, the same thing in many other leagues. As a matter of fact, in France, they've been told that nothing will happen until September. And as a result, they have to call off the league. So many African countries are taking a toll. Remember, Cecilia, we're not just talking about matches, we're talking about post-COVID effect on the global economy, on football, on everything. So it's a matter that is very sensitive, and we have to take it as it comes.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Inyama. Yemi here. I just want to quickly ask you, because a lot of people would like to hear your opinion and ask that, okay, in spite of everything you have said, in spite of the peculiarity of the situation we're in, what should happen to the league? Two schools of thought. Some say cancel the league. Some say award the league to the person on top of the table. But I just want to, like most people would, love to hear your opinion about what you think should happen with the league.
I am a critical stakeholder in this business, and I don't think it's enough for me to come on live TV and say this is what I think. What is important is what the whole clubs and the LMC and NFF agreed to do. I'm just one in many, and I don't want my view to distort the system. I believe that we will be happy to associate with what will make the league popular, what will make the league end well, what will make the league okay. Many have called for cancellation so that LMC, NFF should rebuild, let clubs be able to get it right. Some are saying, let us finish. Some are saying, take all the teams to one place, put them in a place, sort of quarantine them after going through the test, play not on a home and away basis in a neutral venue, and decide the league. Options available. Do a toss of the coin, declare Plateau United not champions, but probably those to represent us in Africa. But there are clubs that with 5 matches, there are clubs with 2 or 3 matches. These are all the scenarios. So it's not as easy as said. So it's something that we need to sit down and look at. But above all, what does the government think in terms of how early we return to playing football? Now you have eased the lockdown. I can tell you there's likely going to be a big spike in terms of COVID-19 in the next 1 or 2 weeks. That will put more pressure on government. That will put more pressure on people. So these are the contending factors, the contending issues you have to put in a basket and look at. It's not something you take one at a time, maybe because of your own interest, because of how it favors you. Whatever happens, football should be the winner and sports generally.
Okay, we know it's a whole lot of issues and all that to look into, and it's going to be a process for us to be able to arrive at what we want. But the question still remains is what will Nigeria be submitting to CAF at the end of today, because it's going to end today. But we want to thank you so much for taking out time to join us this morning and also explain positions of what some of the clubs have actually decided. Thank you so much.
Yes, Cecilia, let me say this on a final note. CAF is not saying today is a deadline to submit. Tell us your plans on how you want to end the league. COVID-19 is not over. It's a global pandemic. So we take it as it goes. CAF is not alien to what is happening in Madagascar or in Kenya or in Ghana. So we cannot be forced into doing something. Listen, life, you must be alive to play football. Without life, there is no football. I leave it there.
Okay, thank you so much and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you.